Hello everyone. This is part 63 of our playlist Full Stack Python. Okay, so this is a training course. This is a training course. In this training course, we are learning theory in depth, as well as we are learning programming in depth. Theory in depth means we will learn all the basic concept, all the advanced concept. Programming in details, or we can say programming in depth means we will learn all the basic program as well as we will learn all the advanced concept program. Okay, so this is a training course, not just a video lecture. Okay, this is a training course. All right. So in this video, we are going to learn about map function. Okay, map function. Okay, we will learn map function. Like map function क्या होता है? तो map function में basically इसमें हम argument देते हैं. Like first argument function and the second argument may be iterable and other iterables as well. Okay, we have map function. In map function, we pass function as well as iterables. Okay, let's see the definition. Return an iterator that applies function to every item of iterable, yielding the results. If additional iterables arguments are passed, function must take that many arguments and is applied to the items for all iterables in parallel. With multiple iterables, the iterator stops when the shortest iterable is exhaust. Shortest iterable is exhaust. Okay. So remember everyone. So what is the map function? तो मैप फंक्शन में क्या होता है बेसिकली मैप फंक्शन के अंदर हम टू चीजें देते हैं एज आर्ग्यूमेंट. ओके, सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज लाइक वी विल पास अ फंक्शन. वी विल पास अ फंक्शन. ओके, रिमेंबर एवरीवन. वी विल पास अ फंक्शन. ओके. Oh, sorry for mistake. I'm writing again and again same word. Okay, we will give the function as well as we will give what we will give iterator. What is the iterator? We can give list iterator. Okay, like list iterator we can pass. So in function in the map function we will apply a function. We will apply a function on which like list iterable. We apply the function on a particular iterator. Okay, इसमें क्या करते हैं हम बेसिकली एक फंक्शन होता है मैप फंक्शन के अंदर एक आर्ग्यूमेंट फंक्शन होता है जो फंक्शन हम किसी आइटरेटर पर अप्लाई करते हैं. ओके, वी विल सी एग्जांपल्स एज वेल. वी विल सी एग्जांपल्स एज वेल. Okay, for example, see this example. We have a list iterable. We have a list iterable which containing some elements. Elements is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we have a map function. Okay, map function, and we are passing a function which is what function? Lambda function. Okay, remember everyone, lambda function is known as anonymous function. Lambda function known as anonymous functions means lambda function का कोई नाम नहीं होता. Okay, अगर आपको lambda function बनाना है, so you will write lambda keyword. You will write lambda keyword. Okay. Okay. Then you will write parameters. Here parameter is what? Num is a parameter. Okay. After parameter, you will write operation. Like what operation your function will perform. So here power operation num star 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 2 मीन्स इसमें क्या हो रहा है? ये lambda फंक्शन है, lambda कीवर्ड है, lambda कीवर्ड ये पैरामीटर है, num is a parameter, and here we are writing operation. Okay, this is what keyword. Okay, this is what parameters. Parameter. Okay, and what is this? This is operation. This is operation performed by the function. Okay, and lambda function not have any name. Okay, we can say lambda function is known as ano anonymous function means which don't have a name. Correct. And then the second argument is iterable. What iterable we are passing? We are passing list iterable. Okay, we are passing a function as well as a iterable means this lambda function we will apply on a iterable which is list. Okay, so then after that this map function will return an iterator, and this iterator, what is the iterator? A is the iterator. This iterator we will give to the for loop. We will give this iterator to the for loop to iterate each value. Okay, iterate each value, and then we will print each value and line end with space. Okay, line end with space. All right, so let me open PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm is what? PyCharm क्या है? PyCharm एक IDE है. IDE की फुल फॉर्म क्या होती है? IDE की फुल फॉर्म होती है इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट. ओके, इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट एनवायरनमेंट. If we talk about IDLE, so IDLE is nothing but integrated learning environment. Integrated learning environment. Okay, what is full form of ID? ID is nothing but integrated development environment. Correct. And if we talk about so ideally full form is integrated development learning environment. Correct. I hope you are getting the basics full form. All right. Now we will write a function. Okay. Now we will learn the map function. How map function, लाइक हम समझेंगे मैप फंक्शन कैसे काम करता है। तो मैप फंक्शन के अंदर हम दो चीजें पास करते हैं। वन इज फंक्शन, सेकंड इज आइटरेबल। ओके। एंड मैप फंक्शन रिटर्न करता है आइटरेटर। ऑब्जेक्ट इट रिटर्न्स। ओके। so we will write map function. So map function, inside the map function you will pass a function, like we will use here lambda function. Then what we will do, we will write the parameters is like num is a parameter. आफ्टर लैम्डा कीवर्ड के बाद जो भी हम नेम लिखते हैं वो पैरामीटर्स कहलाते हैं। और इसके कॉलम के बाद, कॉलम से पहले जो लिखेंगे, कॉलम से पहले और लैम्डा कीवर्ड के बाद जो भी हम लिखेंगे वो पैरामीटर्स कहलाएगा। और वी कैन से आर्गुमेंट आफ्टर कॉलम व्हाट वी राइट ऑपरेशन। ओके, सो वी विल परफॉर्म विच ऑपरेशन, we will perform power operation on this parameter. Okay, then we will pass a list. List is what? A iterable. But we created list or not? We didn't create a list. Okay, so first we will create the list. List 1 equals to like 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, in list we have 5 element. Okay, list means more than one value. More than one value we write using list. Okay, so list is exists now. Then this map function will return what type of object? Iterator object. Okay, so we will assign this iterator object in a variable name is a. Okay, अब हम क्या करेंगे, इसके बाद जो iterator object है इसको हम for loop को दे देंगे, like for value क्या है, value यूजर डिफाइंड वेरिएबल है। वैल्यू की जगह पर हम कुछ भी नाम दे सकते हैं बिकॉज इट इज यूजर डिफाइंड, नॉट अ प्री डिफाइंड और अ कीवर्ड। Okay, value, then we will write int, which is membership operator, and we will write range is a data type. Okay, not, we will not write range, but we will give directly iterator. Okay, this iterator we will pass here. Then we will print each value. Okay, value, and line end with, we will say line end with space, Okay, if I run this code, so what will happen? Yes, so each number power is printing. Okay, 1 power 2 is 1, 2 power 2, okay, 2 power 2 is 4, 3 power 2 is 9. Like that we have each number power. Okay, so it is receiving power from the list iterable, and what we are doing, we are applying function on which iterable? List iterable. And what this function is performing, it is taking an argument as a number and performing which operation? Power operation. Correct? I hope you are getting. Okay, सो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट और इफ यू हैव एनी सजेशन, तो आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं अपना डाउट और फीडबैक। ओके, सो उससे क्या होगा, उससे मैं डेफिनेटली ट्राई करूंगा इम्प्रूव करने की वीडियोस को। ओके, अगर वॉइस का इशू है तो आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं लाइक दिस इशू वी आर फेसिंग। ओके, अदरवाइज you can comment like what's the quality of the lectures. Okay, if you have good feedback you can give the feedback as well. Correct, I'll try to improve. All right. For example, what is the use of map function? What we are saying, map function is used to apply function on a iterable. Okay. Okay. So if we can say mapping mapping is nothing but applying. Mapping is nothing but applying. What we are applying? What we are applying? We are applying a function. We are applying a function. Okay, what we are applying using mapping, what we are applying, we are applying a function What function? Like this is lambda function. We are applying to whom? To this iterable, this list iterable. So mapping means, mapping is nothing but applying a function. Correct? Hope you are getting. For example, see this. What we have? We have a list. Inside list, what type of data we have? What type of data we have? String type of data. We have string type of data. See what string is what? Enclosed with double quotes. Enclosed with double quote. So list two containing what type of data? String type of data. So we can apply map function. We will use map function in order to apply what type of function? We will apply integer function. So we will apply integer function to whom? List to iterable. List to iterables element. Okay. So what we will do here? What we will do here? See everyone. So for example, we have a list 2 equals to, we have some values like 10, okay, 20, 30, okay, 40, like that. We have these values. Okay, this value is what type? String type. So can we apply map function on this list to iterable? Yes, we can apply for converting these values into what? Integers. Converting these values into what? Integers. So we will write here map in order to apply map function. So you will write map, but map function don't know like what to do. मैप फंक्शन को नहीं पता कि क्या करना है, मैप फंक्शन नहीं जानते उसे करना क्या है. सो हम मैप फंक्शन को बताएंगे कि तुम्हें ये टास्क परफॉर्म करना है. सो हाउ वी विल टेल, हम कैसे बताएंगे? हम इसमें एक लैम्डा फंक्शन लिखेंगे एंड लैम्डा फंक्शन कुछ ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेगा और वो ऑपरेशन किस पर अप्लाई होंगे? लिस्ट टू पर. वो सारे ऑपरेशन लिस्ट टू पर अप्लाई किए जाएंगे. कैसे? सो फर्स्ट वी विल राइट मैप फंक्शन, लैम्डा फंक्शन हियर starting with lambda keyword. Now we will write a parameter. Parameter name, you can write any parameter name. It's up to you. Okay. And then we will write column. After giving column, column के बाद हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं? Operation. Like lambda function perform which operation? So we will convert each value into what? Integer. We'll convert each value into what? Integer. Once you once you write the function, once you write the function, then you will write like this. ये function जो lambda function है, ये किस iterable पर perform करना है? This lambda function लिस्ट टू आइटरेबल पर परफॉर्म करना है. तो कॉमा के बाद हम लिस्ट टू आइटरेबल का नाम लिखेंगे. लिस्ट. करेक्ट? होप यू आर गेटिंग. देन दिस लैम्डा फंक्शन रिटर्न एन आइटरेटर ऑब्जेक्ट. वी विल स्टोर इनसाइड व्हाट? Okay, inside what? Like any variable we can create, any variable name we can take. Okay, then this iterator, which is store iterator, we will give to the for loop. So we will write here for I in store, I in store. Correct? And we will say print. Okay, print what? Print I and end with, end with, we can end with space as well as other symbols as well. Okay, but here we are ending line with space. I hope you all are getting. समझ आ रहा होगा ना सबको? I hope all of you are getting now. Alright. So this is what type of data now? This is integer type of data. Okay, we can also print the type like I as well as we can say type of I. Okay. And we can, what we can do? Alright. So if I run this code, what will happen? So 10 is what type? Integer type. 20 is what type? Integer type. So all element is what type? Integer type. So basically इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Okay, इसमें क्या हो रहा है basically? I will tell you. Okay, so this is what? This is map function. This is map function. Map function taking a function. Map function is taking a function. Okay, which is, what is the name of the function? Lambda function, or we can say anonymous function. So lambda function क्या करता है? Lambda function is commonly known as apply. So lambda function apply कर रहा है integer operation to which element? List to element, list to iterable element. So list to iterable, like, so what? See, it is fetch value from list to iterable. Value is like 10. So 10 will come here and this convert into what? Integer. It will convert into what? Integer and store inside what? Store variable. Then this value will come, then 30 will come, then 40 will come, and all value convert into what? Integer. Okay, and this store containing now all this value, store containing all these values, and one by one we will fetch all the values. Okay, so first 10 will come here. Like what? 10? Integer 10 come here. Okay, from here it is coming because store variable. Okay, see, so store variable containing this elements. Okay, but this element now converted into what? Integer. Okay, so store containing what elements? Like 10, 20, 30 and 40. Okay, तो ये एक एक करके ये सारे एलिमेंट्स आई में जाएंगे एंड इट इज प्रिंटिंग आई. एंड also the type of I, also printing type of each value. Okay, so you can see here also you can see. Okay, so see 10 is what type? 10 is integer type, 20 is integer type. Okay, here I is 10 and this is type I is what? Printing integer. Okay, 20 is I and type of 20 is integer. 30 is I value and type of I is what? Integer. Okay, same as 40 is I value and type of I is what? Integer. Correct? Hope all of you are getting. All. Okay, same we have another list. So we have list 4 and we have list 5. Okay, for example, okay, see this in this list, how many values are there in list 4? We have 5 value, and in this list, how many value we have? 5 values. For example, we have a list 1 containing 1 and 2 values, and list 2 we have which is containing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so what will happen whenever you will apply map function? So you can pass one iterable and more than one iterable. For example, whenever you will write map function, so map function में सबसे पहले यहाँ पर हम एक फंक्शन पास करेंगे, उसके बाद हम एक आइटरेबल और एक से ज्यादा आइटरेबल भी पास कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो ये मैप फंक्शन जो है ना, मैप फंक्शन will take like how many elements are there in list 1? 1 and 2. So this list 2 element considered till here till 2, because based on it will follow the list 1 element and it will consider only 2 elements. See this definition again, everyone please see this definition. With multiple iterables, the iterator stops when the shortest iterable is exhausted. Sorted iterable is exhausted means, so shortest iterable is what? List 1. Okay, and large iterable is what? List 2. If list 1 iterable is exhaust, so it will stop here. How many element is stopping? After 2 elements, so the second iterable will stop here also on second element. Correct? So this is me. Let me clean this. All right. Okay, now we will write this function. Suppose we have, okay, try this see this example, everyone. Okay, for example, we have a list 4. List 4 equals to, we have elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are seeing we can pass more than one iterable in a map function. Okay, we have list 5 equals to some values we have like 10, 20, 30, and 40 and 50. Correct? And we have map function. In a map function, first we will pass a function. Which function I will pass? Lambda function. Lambda function. Okay. Okay. For example, here is column. Here is column. Okay. Before the column, it will consider as parameter, and after the column, we will write the operation. Okay. So before the column, we will write what? Parameters, like value 1 is one parameter, value 2 is another parameter. Okay. Now we will write operation. Like what is the operation? We will write addition operation. So what we are doing here, value 1 plus value 2, value 1 plus value 2, and we will write here iterable, which is list 4. So what's the first iterable name is? List 4. Okay, and the second iterable name is list 5. So we are applying two iterables. List 5. Correct? So we can apply more than one iterable. Okay, more than one iterable we can apply using map function, and map function will return an iterator. Okay, iterator. For example, C costs, we will store iterator in what? C. Iterator object stored in C variable. Then what we will do? What we will do? Now we can we can use this C iterator object. Okay. For example, this is what? Iterator object. We can convert this iterator object into the list. How we will convert? Using list function. Using list function we can convert. We can convert this iterator object into what object? List iterable. Okay, and we will store this list iterable inside a list. Okay, we can say this is list 6. Hope you are getting, everyone. Okay, now what we will do? We will print. We can print list 6. List 6 we can print. Okay, so list 6 will contain addition of which value? Two values. First value taken from iterable 4 and the second value is coming from iterable 5. Okay, like first value is 1 and second value is 10 and we are performing what? Addition. Okay, again first value is 2 and second value is 20 and we are performing what? Addition. Okay, so we have in the list 6 we have addition of these two values, list 4 and list 5 elements addition. Okay, so 1 and 10 is what? 11. Okay, 2 and 20 is what? 22. Correct. 3 and 30 is what? 33. Suppose in this list, in the list one, we have only two iterables, only two elements we have in the list one, list 4. Okay, so what will happen now? What will happen? We will get only two elements. Okay, क्या होता है इसमें? अगर लिस्ट 4 में अगर एक आइट्रेबल में कम एलिमेंट्स हैं, तो दूसरे आइट्रेबल्स में ऑपरेशन टू एलिमेंट्स पर ही परफॉर्म होगा, अदर एलिमेंट्स पर ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म नहीं होगा. वंस लिस्ट 4 एलिमेंट विल एग्जॉस्ट, देन लिस्ट 2 एलिमेंट्स विल नॉट कंसीडर्ड. समझ आ रहा है ना इसमें क्या कह रहा हूं मैं? इसमें मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर इसमें टू एलिमेंट्स हैं, लिस्ट 4 कंटेनिंग two elements and list 5 containing 5 elements. Okay, and we are passing how many argument? One iterable as well as two iterable we are passing. Okay, so it will take first value from the list 1, second value from the second value. Okay, just wait. I'm making it more simple so that you can easily understand. Okay, just try to understand. Okay, see how many parameters we have? Value 1 and value 2. Okay, so value 1 is coming from list 4 here. Okay, and value 2 is coming from list 5. Correct, and we are performing operation. Value 1 is what? 1 and value 2 is what? 10. And what is the addition? 11. Okay, and again what will happen? What will happen? Second value will come from list 4 and the value 2 come from list 5. Okay, we are performing addition. So what's the addition? 2 plus 20. Okay, so is there any more element in list 4? Is there more element in list 4? No. But is there any more element in list 5? Yes, we have more element in list 5. But list 4 does not have much element, only two elements. So it will not consider these elements. Okay, it will stop after executing after taking two elements. Okay, so list 6 will contain how many elements? Two elements, which is what? Addition of both lists. Okay, 11 and 22. Okay, this one is 11 and this one is 22. Correct? Hope you are getting. All right. Okay, for example, here we will apply, see this name list we have. Here we will apply what function? We will apply upper function. Okay, with the help of mapping, we can apply the functions on what? Iterables. Okay, so we have name list, name underscore list equals to, we have like nk and we have Suresh. Okay, and we have Kishore. Correct? So what we will apply? We will apply upper function on each element of name list. समझ आ रहा होगा ना आप सबके? आई होप यू आर गेटिंग ऑल ऑफ यू. अच्छा, एक चीज और, अगर आप इस वीडियो में अभी तक यहाँ पर हो तो एक फीडबैक और दो. ये वीडियो लेक्चर्स हिंदी में सही रहेगा या फिर इंग्लिश में ही कंटिन्यू करना सही रहेगा, या फिर बोथ? कैन आई यूज, लाइक आई कैन यूज इंग्लिश, मीन्स समटाइम आई विल स्पीक हिंदी एंड समटाइम आई विल स्पीक इंग्लिश इन दिस वीडियो. तो कैसा सही रहेगा? प्लीज कमेंट. सो उसी के बेसिस पे फिर मैं वीडियो कंटिन्यू करूंगा. अगर आप लोग ये बोलते हो हिंदी तो मैं हिंदी में कंटिन्यू करूंगा, otherwise I will speak English in the video. So everyone please give the feedback, like you want this video lectures in English or Hindi. Okay, and depend on your comment, depend on your suggestion, I will continue the video lecture. All right, hope you are understanding. Okay, so I will apply which function? Map function on each element of name list. So first I will write map. Okay, then I will write function. Which function? Lambda function I will write. Okay, then I will write s. S is what? Parameter, because s is before the कॉलन एस। अगर कॉलन से पहले अगर हम कुछ नेम लिखते हैं तो वो कहलाता है पैरामीटर्स। कॉलन के बाद हम ऑपरेशन लिखते हैं, तो व्हाट ऑपरेशन वी आर गोइंग टू परफॉर्म, अपर ऑपरेशन। ओके, वी आर परफॉर्मिंग अपर ऑपरेशन, अपर फंक्शन वी विल अप्लाई। लाइक किस पर अप्लाई करना है, ये फंक्शन लैम्डा फंक्शन हमें किस आइट्रेबल पर अप्लाई करना है, तो हमें करना है लिस्ट, लिस्ट आइट्रेबल पर ये फंक्शन परफॉर्म करना है। सो व्हाट्स द नेम, नेम अंडरस्कोर लिस्ट। Okay, and this will return an iterable object and we will store in a variable called d. Okay, then what we will do, what we will do, we will convert, we will convert this iterator object into what, list object. Okay, how we will convert, we will use list function. List function is a predefined function we will use. Now it will return what, list type of object. It will return what, list type of object, and we can store this list type object in what, a list. Okay, and what we will do, we will print, first we will print this name, name list which containing original names, name underscore list which containing original name, which means in a small case. And then what we will write, we will write here what, list one, list one containing what, list one containing uppercase name. Okay, so if I run this code, so what will happen, this is uppercase and this is lowercase. So we applied this function on, applied upper function on the name list element, and each element converted into what, uppercase. ठीक है, समझ आ रहा है ना सबके? All right. Okay, after that we have function tools dot reduce. We have a reduce function. Okay, and if you will write reduce function, if you will write the reduce function, so you will import a library. What's the name of the library? What's the name of the library? Library name is import function tools. Import function tools. Okay, correct. Okay, see, function tools dot reduce. Okay, and we will pass a function here, then we will pass iterable, and then we will pass initializer comma initializer. Correct. So see this, applying function of two arguments cumulatively, applying function on two arguments cumulatively to the items of iterable from left to right, so as to reduce the iterable to a single value. For example, reduce lambda x comma y. Then what operation we are performing? We are performing x plus y operation, and then we are writing what? We are writing iterable list. Okay, we can say we are writing here list. What are the element? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have element and calculates. And what we have? We have a function which is calculates. Okay, and here what we are writing? What we are writing? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, like this. The left argument x, the left argument x is the accumulated value. Okay, x is what, accumulated value, and the right argument y, right argument y, this is the left argument and this is the right argument y, is the updated value, is what, updated value from iterable. Y is updated value where x is what, x is what, x is, we can say x is original value. Okay, if the optional initializer is present, if the optional initializer is present, it is placed before the items, it is placed before the item of the iterable. Okay, in the calculation, and serves as a default when the iterable is empty. If initializer is not given and iterable contains only one item, the first item is returned. Okay, if iterable is not initialized, if initializer is not given and iterable contains only one element, then what will happen, the first item is returned. Okay, the first item will return in this situation. Okay, with the example we will learn this. Okay, we will perform the example, तो ज्यादा समझ में आएगा. एग्जाम्पल से अच्छा समझ में आएगा, तो हम एग्जाम्पल को भी execute करके देखें. Correct, we will write the code in order to understand the theory. Okay, for example, see, first, in order to use reduce function, we will import a function. Okay, we will import a function which is function tools, and then we will write list one. List one containing some elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and last element is 10. Okay, list 1 containing how many elements? 10 elements containing list 1. Okay, correct. Now we will write. Now we will write reduce function. Reduce function. Okay, whenever you will write reduce function, whenever you will write reduce function, so you will import function tools and you will write here functools dot reduce function tool dot reduce. Okay, now error is gone. Okay, now we will write here lambda function. We will pass a function which is lambda function. Here we will write arguments. One is x and second one is y, and we will apply the operation like x plus y operation. Then what we will write here, we will write iterable name list one. Iterable name is what? List one iterable we will pass. Okay, and then we will store the result like iterated inside what? A variable which is result one. Okay, then what we will do? We will print result. We will print result one. Correct. So what would be the output? What would be the output? See, output is 55. Output is 55. So what we are doing? We are performing addition of each value. Addition of each value. So first x will contain this and y will contain 2. Okay. So addition. What is the addition? 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 is contained by y. Okay. Then the next value is 3 and 3 store by x, but y have previous value. So what is the addition? What is the addition? 3 and 3 is 6. So this time 6 will contain which this result variable. Okay, so previous value come here and the new value come here. Okay, element value, whatever element value. Okay, please try to understand everyone what I'm saying. Okay, so for example, we have x. Okay, so what we have x and we have y. So for example, what is the x value? So it will take x value come from here. So first value come here and the second value come here. And what we are doing, performing operation. So x value initially 1 and y value initially is 2. And if I say x plus y, so what is the result? What is the result? Result is 3. Okay. And then what will happen? This value, this x value and y value remove. Okay. Then this 3 will store in y. Okay. And now again new value come to the x. What is the new value now? So we already took 1, we already took 3, and then this 3 value come here inside x 3. Okay, so x value is what? 3 and y value is what? 3, and 3 plus 3 is what? 6. Now the result is 6. Okay, now this 6 will store inside the y. Okay, so now y value is what? 6. Y value is what? 6. Okay, now what is the x value? X value will come from list 1. X value will come from list 1. Okay, this time what x value will come? Like 4 will come here. Okay, and y containing result value. Then 4 and 6 is what? 4 and 6 is 10. So this time 10 will store here. Okay, okay. After that, this 6 will remove and 10 will come here. Then again new value come here like 5. Okay, like that it will perform the operation. I hope you are getting the basic idea. All of you hope you are getting the basic idea. Okay. For example, see here, all of you. For example, instead of this, we have what element? 10 and 20. Okay, 10 and 20 and 30. We have three elements. So 10 and 20 is what? 30 and 30 and 30 is what? 60. So what is the result this time? 60 is the result. Okay, so what happening? It is adding all the values. With the help of reduce function, we can perform the operation where first element contain the element from the list and second element contain what? Result. As a definition we have studied. Okay, for example, see here, see this example. Okay, in list, for example, list 1 containing these elements like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, and for example we have result 2 equals to function tools dot reduce and here we will write here we will write lambda function x comma y then x plus y, and here we will give another argument which is 100. Okay, 100 is what? Sequence. Correct. And we will print result 2, then we will print result 2. So what will happen? See all of you. If I run this code, okay, what's the error? X comma y and okay, I forgot to write the list name. So we will get the list name. Okay, x and y value will come from a list which is list one iterable. Okay, now it is complete. If I run this code, so what will happen? 155 will print. Okay, 155 will print. How it is printing? Okay, so what is the result of this element? If you calculate this element, so result would be 55. Result would be 55. Okay, so after calculating the result of list one, like after adding each value of list one, it will add 100. It will add 100 in later. So what will happen? 55 plus 100 is what? 155. 155 is the result. 155 is the result. If I'm not giving here 100, so what will happen? What will happen here? Okay, if I run this code, so what will happen? 55 is coming. If I give 100, so now this time 55 plus 100 is what? 155. If I give here 10, so 55 plus 10, 55 plus 10 is what? 65. Like this you can add. Okay, and you can also write the conditions. You can also write the condition if x greater than y. If x greater than y, okay, then only consider else print y. Okay, we will see this examples also. So we can apply the conditions as well. Okay, what's the conditions? If x greater than y, then only perform addition. Then only perform addition. Okay, else y. And then we will say list one. Correct? Okay, we will not write here addition. We are checking the greater element. Which one is greater? If x is greater than y, if it is true, so we will write here if also. If x greater than y, here also we will write x. Okay, we will print x, but when we will print x? When we will print x value when x is greater than y. If this condition is false, means if x is not greater than y, then what is bigger? Y. So we will print which value? The greatest value. Okay, the maximum value. Okay. So what we are doing? We are adding only the maximum value. So for example, one is coming. Okay, see everyone. One is coming here and two is coming here. Y value is 2. So which one is greater? Okay, x is greater than y. X is greater than y. No. So what will happen? Y. Y will come. Okay, y will come. Okay, then what we will happen? This y value store here in x. Y value will store in x. Okay, what is the value? 2 will store. Okay, now we will compare. 2 is greater than 3. 2 is greater than 3. Yes, 2 is greater than 3. No. So again, what will happen? Y will print. What's the y? 3 will print. Like this. In last, we will get only 10 value because 10 is greater, and then become y value, and y value is stored in what? X. Okay, it will print 10. Okay. For example, see everyone. Okay. For example, we have the the greatest value is like 111 triple. Okay. So which value is greater in this list now? Triple one. So what it will print? It will print triple one. Correct? Okay. For example, in last we have like value is like minus 20. So which one is greater this time? 10 is greater. So what will print? 10 it will print. Correct? Hope you are getting all of you. Okay, you can try other programs as well. Okay. Now we will see what's the difference between what is the difference between normal function and lambda function. What's the difference between normal function and lambda function? Okay, see normal function and lambda function. Correct? Normal function is defined with def keyword. Normal function we define with the help of def keyword. Lambda function is defined with lambda keyword. Correct? Normal function is defined with name. Okay, normal function defined with name. For example, we will use def keyword, then we will write name. Like name is what? Sum. So sum is what? Name. Okay, so what we are saying here, normal function is defined with name, whereas lambda function is anonymous anonymous function. This function does not have name. This function does not have name. This function contains one or more than one statement. This function contains one or more than one statement. Okay. Lambda expression or function contain one statement or single line function, because lambda function is what? Single line function. In a normal function, we can write more than one statement. We can write more than one statement, but lambda function is one line statement. One line statement. Correct? Okay. To return value, it must use return keyword. In normal function, we use return keyword in order to return the value. Okay, but in the lambda function, because it is a lambda expression, not required to use return keyword, because this is what? Just a one line statement, one line expression. So we don't need to write return keyword because we don't have multiple statement in lambda function. Correct? And see this cannot be defined as function argument. This cannot be defined as function argument. Which function? Normal function cannot be defined as function argument. This can be defined as function argument. Okay. In application development, normal function are used for achieving modularity and reusability. Modularity and reusability. Normal function. Okay. In application development, lambda are used to represent simple expression. Okay. Simple expression, or we can say one line expression. One line expression, if you want to represent, you will use lambda function. But more than one line expression, you will use normal function. Okay. And what is the feature of normal function? What is the feature of normal function? Modularity and reusability. Correct? Hope you are getting. Now we will see. Now we will see function recursion or recursive function. Okay. This is really important topic of programming, because this recursion function used in data structure. Lots of data structure we use recursion. Okay, like in sorting. Okay, in sorting technique we use what? Sorting technique, searching technique, we use recursion function. Okay, recursion function is efficient, that's why we use. और ये काफी important function होता है recursion function. So everyone please pay attention and try to understand this function. Okay, function Python also accept function recursion, which means a defined function can be call itself. Python also accepts function recursion, which means a defined function call itself. Means a function calling itself is known as recursion. For example, we have def keyword we have, and in this we have a function which is like hello. Hello is a function. If a function if a function calling itself, okay, if the same function is calling inside a function, then it is what? This is known as recursion. A function call itself known as recursion. Okay. Okay. Recursion is a common mathematical and programming concept. It it means that a function calls itself. A function call itself. This has this has the benefit of meaning that you can loop through data to reach a result. Okay, loop through data to reach a result. You will use recursion function. Okay, and you will call the function by itself until unless you will not reach the result. Until unless you will not reach the result. हमें तब तक recursion करते रहना है, function को call करना है जब तक हमें desired result ना मिल जाए. Correct everyone? Yes. The developer should be very careful with recursion, as it can be quite easy to slip into writing a function which never terminates. Okay. So the developer, whoever is writing the code using recursion function can be, okay, should be very careful, because it can be quite easy to slip into writing a function which never terminate. It may be infinite, okay, or one that uses excess amount of memory or process power. Okay, if recursion become infinite, means it will take lots of memory and lots of computation power. However, when written correctly, recursion can be very efficient and mathematically elegant approach to programming. Function recursion required three statements. One is what? The first one is initialization statement. Second one is condition, and the third one is update statement. Okay, three statements we required in order to write the recursion. Okay, see, initialization statement define initial value of recursion or condition which define how many times recursion call, how many time a function will call itself, known as condition. Okay, call has to done update statement which update the condition. Okay, for example, what we are doing here, we are calling we are calling we are writing recursion function here which is say hello. Okay, then we will write print hello. We will call this function say hello. Okay, and we are importing sys module by default. Okay, okay, first we will see this function. So for example, def say hello. All right, and we will write a statement inside this function. What's the statement? Hello. Okay, and we are calling this function inside a function. Okay, this is known as recursion. Okay, so what we are doing, we are calling a function inside a function. What is the name of the function? Say hello, and we are calling say hello in the same function. This is known as recursive call. This is called as recursive call. Recursive call. Okay, then what will happen? What will happen? Is there any stop condition? We are calling, but is there any stop condition? Is there any stop condition? So if I run this code, so what will happen? Nothing will print because first we will call which function? Say hello function. Okay, after say hello function, once we call say hello function, so it will print what? It will print hello, and then after that it will call itself. But before calling itself, we will call this function. Okay, so what we will do here, we will write s equals to sys dot get recursion limit. Okay, but we don't have sys module, so we will import this sys module using import sys system module. Correct, we will import sys module. Okay, why I am writing sys module? Okay, why I am writing sys module? Okay, please try to understand everyone why I am importing sys module. Why we are writing sys module? Why we are importing sys module? Okay, for example, if you write recursion function in C programming language, if you write recursion function in C programming language or C++ programming language, so if you are not giving any condition, if you are not giving any conditions, so your recursive call become infinite. For example, is there any condition? We are calling this say hello function, but is there any condition like how many times we have to call? No, there is no condition. In C and C++ language, this become infinite, but in the Python language, there is a limit of recursion function. There is what? There is a limit of recursion function. Okay, we can say maximum recursion depth. Okay, there is a limit. You cannot, if you are not writing condition, even if this say hello function will not become infinite. This function will not become infinite. It has some limit defined by PVM. PVM. Okay. It will not, this recursion function will not become infinite. Okay. Because we have get recursion limit in Python. Okay. That's why we are importing which module? Sys module. So that we can apply limit on recursion. Okay. We can also increase the limit of recursion and we can also decrease the limit of recursion. Okay. With the help of get recursion limit, our recursion function will not go in infinite loop. Okay, it will not go in an infinite loop. Okay, so let me complete this course so that we can understand. Okay, so what we will write here, then what we will do, we will print what? S. We will print S as well. If I run this code, what will happen? Okay, so what's the output? So what it is printing? It is printing 1000. Means if you call this function, if you call this say hello function, so it will call itself how many times? 1000 time only. So how we will call? We will write here function name. What is the function name? Say hello. We say hello function we will call. Then after that it will print hello and this will call itself again. So how many times it can call? Only 1000 times because we have get recursion limit. In Python, it will not become infinite. It will execute till a limit, which is 1000. Okay, which is 1000. If I run this code, so what will happen? 1000 times 1000 time hello, say hello will print. After that, it will stop. And what's the error? Recursion error. Okay, maximum recursion depth executed. The maximum recursion depth executed, and how many times? 1000 time it is executing. Can we control the limit? Can we control the limit of recursion? Yes, we can control the limit also. So what you can do, you can write system dot set recursion limit. Okay, here you can write sys dot set recursion limit, and what you will do, for example, if I say set recursion limit is 3, so it will call itself how many times? 3 times. Then error will come, like see how many times. Wait. Okay, before calling, first we will set the result, the recursion limit. Okay, then we will call. So how many times it's calling? If we say 3, so it will call how many times? 2 times. 1 and 2. If I say here 4, 4 is the limit, because on the, if we are writing here 3, it will print 2 times, and third time what will happen? Error will come. And if we give output like limit is 4, so what will happen this time? 3 time it will execute fine, then error will come. So how many times? 3 times it is printing. Okay, 3 times. So that's how we can control the limit. If I say like 20 times, set recursion limit is 20. Okay, so it is printing 20. So better is, what is the better approach? Better approach is, if you are giving the condition, if you are giving the condition, like if you are giving the condition, then it is a better approach. So it will not go the infinite loop. If it is going the infinite loop, you can control using set recursion limit or get recursion limit. Correct? Hope you are getting. Okay. See this. Recursion is evaluated using a data structure called stack. Okay. Recursion evaluated using a data structure called stack. Okay. For example, this is the stack. And stack follow what rule? LIFO order. Last in, first out. LIFO means last in, first out. Okay. Whenever function is called or invoked, whenever function is called or invoked, that function is posted inside what? Inside a stack. Inside a stack. So for example, we have a function, say hello. So it will call, it will come here inside a stack. Inside the stack. Okay. After execution of function, it is popped from the stack. Okay. Once the execution is done, it will pop from the function. Pop means delete from the stack. It will delete from the stack. Okay. See. So when function is called, the execution control switched from calling function to called function. Calling function to called function. Okay. What we can say? The switch, execution control switch between the calling function and called function. Okay, this is the calling function, this is the called function. So execution switch from here to here in recursion. Correct? And after execution, of called function, it returns to the calling function. It returns to the calling function. Once execution is done, it return to the calling function. Hope you are getting. All right. So in the next video, we will continue. We will continue in the next video. All right. So thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. Thank you. All right. Thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. अच्छा, और एक चीज और, अगर आप इस वीडियो में अभी तक हो, तो एक चीज और बताना, लाइक ये वीडियो लेक्चर आप हिंदी में देखना चाहते हो और इंग्लिश में देखना चाहते हो. इफ यू आर स्टिल देयर इन दिस वीडियो, प्लीज लेट मी कंफर्म, लाइक इफ यू वांट टू वॉच दिस वीडियो लेक्चर इन हिंदी, इन हिंदी और इंग्लिश, or you want to watch this video lecture in English. Yes, please comment everyone, so that I can improve the video quality. Okay, I can improve the video quality. And second thing is, whatever code you are writing, see, download this presentation, and there are so many executed code is there. So write your code, write the code from this presentation and modify the code. Also try to modify the code. Okay, modify the code, like do some changes in the code. If you do the changes means you are learning. If you are doing the changes means you are learning. Okay. And if you are doing some changes, then please show me the changes. And please show me the changes, like how you modify this code. like what are the modification you have done, and how can I see? You have to code, you have to comment that code. You have to comment that code inside what? Inside the comment section of this video, so that I can see like how you modified the code, how you extend the code, and what is your logic and what is the way of your thinking. I can get to know, and this is how your practice will be. ओके तुम्हारा प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाएगा, और मुझे भी पता लग जाएगा कितने लोग इंटरेस्टेड हैं इस तरह से कोड लिखने में। ओके, और आप लोग अपना लॉजिक्स क्या क्या लगा रहे हो वो भी मुझे पता लग जाएगा। ओके, सो एवरीवन प्लीज practice the code and write your own logic and try to modify or extend the code. After that, comment your code in the comment section so I can see your logic. Okay, अगर आप comment करोगे वीडियो के नीचे तो क्या होगा, लेटर अगर 10 साल बाद भी आप देखोगे, आफ्टर 10 years, so your code would be there. You can see like पहले मैं कैसे कोडिंग करता था और अभी कैसे करता हूँ, like that. Okay, so thank you everyone for giving your valuable time, and don't forget to smile, always be happy. Okay, always be happy and be prepared for the worst situations. Okay, हमेशा तैयार रहो बैड सिचुएशंस के लिए। अगर अभी टाइम अच्छा चल रहा है, सब कुछ अच्छा है, तो फोकस करो लर्निंग पर, फोकस करो लर्निंग पर। ओके, तो जब एक बार खुद को स्किल्ड बना लोगे, मजबूत कर लोगे, तो उसके बाद जब बैड टाइम आएगा, सो इट विल गिव यू स्ट्रेंथ, इट विल गिव यू स्ट्रेंथ टू फाइट विथ bad situations. Okay, difficult time or tough time. When life is smooth, then be prepared yourself for the forward bad time, and be consistent. Okay, everyone, be consistent, because consistency is the key. Okay, you can become the full stack developer or any developer you can become if you maintain the consistency. If you will maintain the consistency. Okay, consistency and practice and learn. Okay, and always prepared for the bad time. Okay, because bad time never give you a reminder. If everything is fine, please focus yourself, utilize your time, and learn skills. All right, thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. Bye everyone, and give your feedback and suggestion, okay, to improve the video quality of this training series and be the part of this community full stack Python developer. Thank you everyone once again.